Italians held in Argentina over baby born through surrogacy.
Let's jump into it. So there's a really interesting story that is making all the headlines this week with regards to surrogacy in Argentina.
Yes. So an Italian couple have been held in Buenos Aires that have had a baby born on the 10th of October. And we're going to talk about it because this is wild. So
it's a really difficult topic and it's a really difficult situation for everyone involved. But ultimately, an Italian couple are stuck in Buenos Aires and are prohibited from leaving because they had a baby through surrogacy. Now that just deals with the elements on the Argentinian side, but there's also an element to discuss where they're returning to Italy. Surrogacy is a crime in Italy and they're really getting it on both sides of the destination.
And the time frame of this being a criminal act in Italy was October the 16th, and October the 10th is when this little baby girl was born. So this is just a can of worms. Firstly, I think we need to talk about and address the fact of why this happened. This isn't necessarily because they're Italian, first and foremost, because a lot of the articles that I've been reading was speculating that, it's because they're Italian. That doesn't seem to be the case.
No, the article is really focused on the fact that this is an Argentinian element, that the surrogate, the agency and the intended parents are all part of this, and this is a specific element around the legality of surrogacy in Argentina. And the fact that they're being held and the agency are being investigated is all around how the process of surrogacy, what the legality of it is in Argentina, and how they've managed their whole journey and how their agency has managed their journey as well.
And I think that is the point here. The article references that the issue is that it's not regulated. Now, where is regulated? We know the fact that surrogacy is not regulated anywhere really, but there are robust legal frameworks in place and compliance that your surrogacy agency should be keeping you, the surrogate, and obviously any child born through surrogacy safe.
But what the article specifically refers to, and I'm going to turn my head aside to read it, is about that the organisation allegedly is exploiting women in need and people who want a child via surrogacy. So there's a lot of exploitation there, and that's what the article is specifically picking up. That's what the Argentinian authorities are really focusing on.
And rightly so.
And rightly so. No one should be exploited. But ultimately, when you do look at a destination, you should think about all of these things in the round. And is there a legal framework? Is there an infrastructure to be able to support you being successful? And that's what appears not to be happening here. Now, look, we don't know the full stories, and we are just going off what the article is. It is a credible source, but ultimately a set of intended parents who wanted to create their family are stuck in Argentina. There's a baby born via surrogacy. There's a surrogate.
Yes, and they're the two things. There is a baby born and there is a surrogate that is in the middle of all of this, and no woman or child or intended parent should be exploited throughout this process.
And it's also about, this should be a really exciting time. You've just had a baby, you're on your way home to meet the rest of your support network, your family, and all of a sudden, you're arrested at the airport. I mean, what a horrendous thing to happen when it should be a really exciting part of the process, and now you're stuck. I can't leave Buenos Aires.
So let's look at the other issue to the story then, and this is the other piece that's breaking.
The Italian parliament has now made it illegal for couples to go outside the country to have a baby from a surrogate.
Similar timeframes to when this baby was born, to new legislation coming into which is criminalising surrogacy for Italians. Talk to us about that.
So, it's very, very relevant and very in the moment, but, Italy have changed their laws around surrogacy, which makes it illegal.
It's a universal crime now.
Universal crime, that's the actual language that's used. We don't know a lot more of the details, but ultimately there's a lot of people who are either midway through a journey, already have surrogates pregnant, or potentially have a baby born in a destination with the desire to return back to Italy, which is now a criminal offence. I mean, what an environment to be in. Again, it's just a really difficult time, and
I think if you're impacted by this, if you are Italian mid-journey, please make sure that you're getting legal advice in the country where your baby is being born, and please make sure that you have a family lawyer in the country that you are returning to, because who knows what's going to happen. I know that some of the numbers bandied around criminal penalties and fines up to €1 million. So this is not
a parking ticket.
No. So please, is the government going to be looking at retrospective journeys or journeys starting from October 16th onwards? We don't know.
No.
But please make sure, one, you get legal advice in both sources, and you're working with a credible agency that really is doing all of that legwork for you and making sure that everybody is safe and nobody is being exploited.
Yeah.
Remember to engage with this post, like, subscribe and comment, but
remember to keep those comments kind, keep them relevant and keep them on topic.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye.